1K letter of the day on Q102.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We're having a off-air conversation about our podcast stats. Tim just happened to be looking at them, and he mentioned that our listener in Latvia has left us.
Yep.
Oh, no.
No longer there.
Yeah.
We lost Latvia.
So where else do we have international listeners, Tim?
Australia is number 2.
Really? Who do we know in Australia?
One
Wade,
of our
I think it's
consultant
Wade.
dudes.
Oh, is it just one person? Is
No,
like
I mean, there's it's 2% of our total downloads, over 5,000.
2%?
2% of our downloads are from Australia?
Australia's pretty active. Cards by Jacob has quite a few followers from Australia.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
probably why
okay.
they listen to your podcast.
Maybe there's some crossover there. Where else?
Another Commonwealth country, Canada, is in third place with
What about the
2,300 downloads.
UK?
What's up, Canada?
Germany's next. France, Japan, UK, Sweden, Belgium, and New Zealand. That's our top
Wow.
10 there.
Now,
Wow.
these folks who listen to us internationally, are they former Cincinnatians that are either living abroad or maybe they've been transferred for work or they're on a student exchange program or something? Like, what's their story, I wonder?
No.
I think it's all of those things. But I also know, Jeff, that Second Date Update has a global following. Like, a lot of people like Second Date Update, and they just share it with friends and family, and they talk about it. And
Oh,
that's
this
how
is a
it
good
works.
one. Here, listen to this one.
Now, is that just for the Second Date Update podcast or is that for the show podcast?
That's for the show podcast.
That's for all of them.
Yeah, it's for
Wow.
So if you are listening internationally, we love to hear from you. Send us a message through Facebook or something and let us know, like, how you found us and, you know, what brought you to where you are. Be
And we'll put
curious.
that
Why
on
are
the
you
podcast.
here?
That way it'll make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to hear your story.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Mary, let's win you $1,000.
Let's go, Mary.
Well, if I can't be your best friend, I might as well be your biggest loser.
Stop, Mary.
Hey, I'm going to give that
Stop.
Patience, child. Patience.
There you go,
I
Mary.
filled out that thing for best friend thing, and the first question was, tell us 3 interesting things about yourself, and I'm like, I'm out. There's nothing interesting
Oh,
about
well, that's why.
That's nice.
I know.
Come on.
Oh, Mary.
Give it time.
All
Give it
right,
time.
Mary. You know the rules here. 30 seconds. Don't repeat any answers. Pass quickly.
Now, Wanda did so good yesterday. I would have had it yesterday.
I know. She was right there. Man, one more answer, and she was in the money.
I
Tim
had
and I
'em.
were listening
He's
because
close.
we were going from Kroger to Kroger to Kroger, and Tim and I were in the Q102 Bronco listening. We were like,
I know.
All right, we got 30 seconds on the clock. We got to give you
give
your
her a
letter,
letter.
don't we? All right.
We're due for a solid one, I think.
Yeah. All right, you got letter L.
There you go.
As in
RSTLA.
Latvia.
Latvia. Latvia.
Right.
What language do they speak in Latvia?
Latvian?
Latvian. Is there a language Latvian?
Yeah,
How
probably.
many languages are there?
A lot.
Oh, there's many.
Okay. All right. So here we go with the letter L. Name something illegal.
Looting.
Something gross.
Loogie.
Something frozen.
Lentils.
A plant.
Lettuce.
A sports team.
Lions.
A farm animal.
Pass. Llama.
A business.
Pass.
A snack.
Lima beans.
An art supply.
Pass.
Something blue.
Pass.
A business.
Lineman.
That was pretty good, Mary.
you're so good at the pass, Mary.
I know, and you'll hear it. This is why you pass quickly. As soon as she says pass, something hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
As soon as she lets go trying to come up with something, the answer pops into her mind.
Yeah. Yes.
She picked up one when you came back to it, too. It's pretty good.
Yep.
Now, when you said business, did you mean like a line of work? Because that's what I would consider lineman. Would that have qualified?
I
or
was
were you
thinking like an electrical lineman.
Oh, okay. Like a lot. Well,
As
she was
opposed to,
looking-
you meant the name of a business?
yeah, like a business.
Like Lululemon.
Right. Would
Or
be a
something like
business.
that.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
You could have argued that one, Mary.
Yeah, you could have argued
and
it.
said, well, you weren't specific in saying name of a business.
well, I could say that's interesting because I'm real good at arguing.
There you go.
I can't imagine. All right. Well, keep lobbying for that best friends club position.
That's not going to happen. But thanks, guys.
Well, not with that attitude.
Really,
They
Mary?
won't let me fill out
Come
another
on.
one and fill it with lies.
All right. We'll talk to you sooner than later, I'm sure.
Y'all have a great day. Thank
You
you.
too, bud.
All right, see you, bye.
Latvian is the language they speak, also known as Lettish. It is a Baltic language similar to, what else was, Prussian, or, what's the other country around there? Sorry, I just lost my spot.
Serbia?
Prussian or Lithuanian.
Oh, Lithuanian.
There it is. And 1.5 million people speak Lettish, or Latvian.
Yeah, that's not a big country,
No.
too. So the fact that they got multiple languages is kind of interesting. There's a... Why am I tied up here? I'm literally knotted up in my headphones. How did this happen?
I think you turned around to get something
Spinning.
out of your bag and you got a
Oh.
little bit adjusted. Are you okay now? Maybe you need to
Yeah.
unplug and replug.
Okay. Sorry. It'll be just a moment while I get my act together. We're connected by cords and wires and swivel chairs, which can be disastrous if you're not careful. Let's talk to our newest Best Friends Club member. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can do this without screwing up. Say hi to Sarah Wetterer from Reading.
Sarah!
Did I pronounce your last name right?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay.
Nice. Welcome to the party, Sarah.
What's going on in the
Oh,
ding
thank
this
you.
morning?
We are, I just dropped my daughter off at kindergarten and I am headed into work.
Nice.
Wow.
Kindergarten. Where does she go to kindergarten?
Reading.
Ready? Does she like school?
Ooh.
She loves it.
That helps, doesn't it?
It does. She's having the time of her life.
Oh, good.
Is she on the kindergarten cheer squad?
No, she's not.
I was going to say their K1 team just beat our K1 team to go to the playoffs.
Oh, really?
The Reading K1
Ooh.
team.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
They spanked us 19 to 8.
Wow.
So, couple things that I got to share about Sarah that I found interesting.
Okay.
First of all, she loves Elton John so much that she got his face, not his name, his face, tattooed on her arm.
Oh, wow. I know somebody did that with David Bowie.
Now, one thing you and I have in common, Sarah, is that we've both seen Elton John 4 times. I've seen him at least 4 times, if not by himself with Billy Joel or someone. But unlike you, I don't share a birthday with Elton John.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
my birthday, and then my sister is 8 years younger than me, and she was born on the March 25th also.
oh, really?
That's cool.
Yeah.
He is one celebrity that I've never met, I would love to meet. Like, I would give anything to just have a photo with Elton John.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's just iconic to me. The other thing that I found really interesting and kind of scary is that every car accident Sarah has ever been in has not only been 100% her fault,
Uh-huh.
but all of the victims were parked cars.
Really?
Parked!
How many
Parked cars.
How many parked cars have you hit?
Oh, I mean,
Parked in parking lots. Not even on the
Yeah.
street.
Do you need glasses, honey? Do you have some depth vision issues?
I don't really know. I can never tell how big my car is.
Oh, yeah. I
You know, I have issues. I drive my dad's pickup truck, and I never know where the bed is. I can't. I don't. It's like this proprioception issue that people have. They don't know really. They can't feel where their body is in space. I
Yeah.
can't feel where the truck is in space.
So I have that.
Yeah,
Every
But
car.
I have it on steroids, and I was told that is one of the signs or one of the symptoms, one of the manifestations of dyslexia.
Oh, really?
Among other things. Yeah.
It's just depth perception.
Yeah,
issue.
not everyone who has dyslexia has that issue,
Uh-huh.
but it is common amongst dyslexics.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
What do you know?
So I have that same issue with my car, and I have a sedan. It's not even that big. And I can't tell you, more than one occasion, I've taken out one of those little portable guardrail thingies, those little guard posts that they have at Chick-fil-A
Oh.
that divide the lanes.
You hit it at Chick-fil-A?
Oh, my
You're crashing at Chick-fil-A?
I knocked that sucker. It went flying. I thought I had it cleared. And the staff, standing out there in the drive.
Looking at you. And what are you doing? You just waving?
I was like, oh, sorry.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
They're like, what are you doing, dude? And I took it kind of fast.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry. I thought I cleared it. She's like, it's fine. I got it. And she picked it back up. And
That's funny.
yeah. So,
How many cars do you think you've hit?
oh, my gosh.
Oh, probably since I was 16, probably like 8.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
16?
Yeah, and half the time the people are in them too.
Oh, no.
I can't just like leave a note and run. I have to talk to them right then, and explain myself.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
I feel you.
It's funny.
I've had my share of accidents. It's been a while. But, yeah.
So my dad, for whatever reason, my stepdad, I should say, he got company cars because he was a commercial carpet salesman. So this is back in the days when they provided company cars, and he would trade it in once he hit 50,000 miles, he'd have to trade it in. He almost always got Chevys because that's the agreement the company had was with Chevy. Well, all of a sudden they must have changed it because he ends up with like a Dodge Caravan minivan. And so he lets me borrow it one day, and I'm tooling around downtown with my high school friend Samantha, and we're pulling out of a parking space, and as I'm backing up, another car opposite me, not directly opposite, but kind of in my blind spot behind me, was also pulling out, and we just went boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mangled the back pretty good, but it's funny though, my friend in the passenger seat, she saw it and she kind of let out a scream, but it was too late.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, screams are not helpful, by the way. They don't really tell me
It doesn't direct
where the
you.
offending car is coming from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope. So out of listening you've been listening to Q102 your entire life, her entire
Yeah, as long as I can
27
remember.
years on Earth, and the only thing you learned from our show was that Jeff is not my real legal birth name.
For some reason, that just sticks with me all the time.
It's hard to call someone a name that you know is not theirs.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wow, I had no idea.
That's so funny. So my neighbor who lived 2 doors down from me in Florida, his name was Chip, and I always knew him as Chip.
Chip.
I don't know many Chips, but it was a memorable name.
And it fit him. He
Yeah.
was a Chip.
And one night we're at his house drinking, and I just said, hey, what's Chip short for? Is that a nickname? Are you is your full name Chipster or something? And he's like, no, it's George.
Oh, that's weird.
And I'm like, so then Chip is like a middle name? He's like, no, it's just a nickname. People just call me Chip.
Well, you guys met a firefighter yesterday named Cuss.
Cuss.
What is
Yeah.
that short
He told us
for?
really quickly what it was short for. He said his full name. but
Yeah,
I
and
forget what it
we
was.
of course
Cassius?
we immediately
Was it
forgot
Cassius?
what he said. We were like, oh yeah, that's fun. It is weird though when I hear people call Jeff Michael.
He
Same.
doesn't look like a Michael.
Not at all. And then sometimes every now and then, like his niece or his sister will pop by very, few and far between their visits here, and they'll be like, Uncle Mike, blah blah blah, and I'm like, Mike,
Yeah.
who are you?
And I do respond to both. So
Yeah.
it's less weird for me. But yeah, even Kristen,
Yep.
he has to think about, has that moment where she's like, oh, yeah. But I legally changed it so it's now on my driver's license. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I
I'm gonna have
kept
to
Michael,
change
but
mine.
I kind of merged the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's Michael.
Jordan's not,
Yeah.
I'm Jennifer is my real name. Jordan is not. But I'm going to have to I think I'm going to have to legally get that included.
Include
It's
Jordan.
very, I have 3 last names, and it's very confusing. I have my maiden name, what my married name was, and my professional name. And I don't remember which ones I use where. So people will, have one of my legal names, and then they'll get something from a Jennifer Jordan, and they're like, who the hell is Jennifer
Who is
Jordan? Well,
You need one of those like password files. Like, you know how they like you pull up one of those password apps that tells you what your password and username is? You need that for all of your names.
Names for what I use
I
where.
met Bob Evans. I use Jordan.
Yeah.
At the doctor, you use your,
One of the other
your
ones.
maiden name.
Now, Sarah, do you have a middle name?
Yes, it's Elizabeth.
And are you happy with Sarah Elizabeth Wetterer, or is there something you're looking to change?
I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Now, are you married, or do you plan on getting married someday? And if so, would you change your last name?
I'm not married. I don't have any plans to at the moment.
Right.
And I think I would want to keep my last name. I like it.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, that's true.
It was, a topic of jokes and conversations growing up, but
Right. But, I mean, that's better than having, like, a common last name where you always get confused. Like, every time I go to the dry cleaner. I mean, do you know how many Jeff Thomases there are in the system?
right. Yeah.
So they're like, what's your phone number? Let's look it up that way. It's the only unique thing about you is your name, so that's cool. Well, congratulations and welcome to the Jeff and Jen Best Friends Club. We're so happy to have you.
Good to have you here.
We love the fact that you've been listening every year of your life on this planet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and
But we're excited to meet you.
we
And,
got some fun stuff planned.
yeah, and hang out
I'm
and do some
excited.
fun
Thank
things.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
And
have
now
to stop by and pick up your jersey. I have all your info in there from your application. So just pop by and pick it up.
And please don't hit my car in the parking
Yes.
lot because it's a lease and I got to turn it back in here in a few months. So
I just park really far away from everybody.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Hey, we've
easier
got a
that
big
way. I'd
parking
rather
lot
walk.
out front, too. So you should be fine with that, okay?
Yep.
Perfect.
All parked cars. All right, kid. We'll talk to you later. We're going to play your favorite song, Dial Drunk.
oh, nice.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Have a great one.